Okay, here's a little trick for recording strings. Strings are expensive. Strings are tricky. You have to have great players. It helps if you've actually had string parts written out, note for note. Really good players, especially orchestral players who play in symphonies, that's what they prefer. Okay, we know that they're tricky, but say you've got really good players. I use members of the Nashville Symphony when they're off for their regular job, in their off hours, if you will. So you got the good players, you got a good studio, but they're not cheap, right? Right, but they deserve every penny. So what do you do? Well, having more than, say, a quartet is tricky. It's also hard to mic more than a quartet. There's a lot of factors. Here's what you do. You get a quartet of like 4 really amazing players. You get a cello, a viola, and 2 violins. You set them up in a studio. You mic all 4 of them sitting in a semicircle. And then on the other side, to complete the circle, you have 4 more mics. So you have 4 people here, and 4 people there. Here's where they're sitting, and then there's a full circle opposite them. And you mic the entire circle with 8 microphones. 4 on this side and 4 on this side, right? They're sitting on this side first. You record a pass with them here. Then you have them flip over to these seats. The whole time, the open mics on either side are also being recorded. Those are your ambient mics. So you record them on this side, then you record them on this side. 8 mics and 8 mics. So you'll have 16 tracks of strings, but 8 of those tracks will be opposing ambient mics. You'll get a much bigger, thicker sound, especially if you have great players that way, than you would ever get just like miking a quartet. Check it out. Try it sometime. Bob Olson taught me this trick. Bob Olson from Motown. It works. It'll save you a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of money. Strings.